sense. And Texas Road itself sounds pretty intense. Parts of it are blocked off.
Yeah, officially for public safety. That's the line, anyway.
But the book suggests maybe there's more to it.
Oh, yeah. Locals talk about constant car problems just in that area, sightings of things, even ghost vehicles. That's why they think it's blocked off.
Wow. So what makes a place like that become such a hotspot? Is it
Welcome to Witter, Who Has Time to Read, the podcast that brings deep dives for busy minds. You're listening to our Indie Ink Spotlight series, where we lift up bold voices and unsung stories from the world of independent authors. Join our AI hosts, Jane and Dane, as they explore featured works that deserve the mic. From hidden gems to raw revelations, these are the stories that move beneath the mainstream. Who has time to read? You do, with Witter.
Welcome to Witter, your shortcut to being well-informed. And welcome to our Saturday series, Indie Ink Spotlight.
Yeah, this is where we get to showcase some amazing independent and debut authors.
Exactly. Voices crafting really bold, thoughtful stories. And today we're diving into a book that it pulls back the curtain on a place where local legends feel maybe a little too real. Mm-hmm. And the land itself seems to have a say, like a real say in who's welcome.
Ooh, intriguing.
It is. We're talking about Tales of Texas Road, Amherstburg, Ontario, by the incredible K.G. Miceli.
Okay, Texas Road, got it.
But before we actually, venture down Texas Road itself, let's talk about the author, K.G. Miceli.
Yeah, let's get to know her a bit.
She's from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, and she already has, get this, 7 published books.
Wow, 7. That's prolific.
It really is. And what really strikes me about her journey is how personal the inspiration is. Her writing really deepened, really took off after she lost her first son.
Oh, wow. That's profound.
Yeah, it's like creativity born from immense challenge. And from that space, she also founded Angels Above Us. It's a Facebook community, a really vital space for grievers.
That's amazing. Using her own experience to help others connect.
Exactly. It says so much about her and her work. It's incredibly varied. She does horror, poetry, even children's books.
That range is pretty impressive. Not many authors can jump between genres like that so effectively.
Right.
And she's getting recognition, too, which is great to see for an indie author. Her psychological thriller, I'm Still Here, didn't it win an award?
It did, an International Impact Book Award.
That's huge. And Tales of Texas Road, the book we're looking at, that hit Amazon bestseller status pretty quickly, right?
Yep, it really resonated.
Shows people are hungry for these kinds of stories. And she's even nominated for International Impact Author of the Year 2025 in Hollywood.
Seriously? That's fantastic.
Yeah, quite the trajectory. And she doesn't stop there. She also has a paranormal podcast, KG's Hall of the Unexplained.
Oh, cool. Where can people find that?
It's on Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible. So lots of ways to dive deeper into her world, beyond the books. Facebook, Instagram, X, Amazon, Goodreads, Fable. She's out there.
Okay, so a really dynamic author with a deep personal connection to her work. Let's turn to the book then. Tales of Texas Road, Amherstburg, Ontario.
Right.
So it's a collection of stories, like true stories.
Yeah, 38 true short stories. First-hand experiences people have had at this specific haunted location, Texas Road.
And how did she get into writing about this particular place?
Well, that's the thing. She grew up around there, always heard the spooky stories, about entities, the land acting weird.
Ah, so it's local lore she knew well.
Exactly. And after winning that award for her other book, she felt this pull, this need to write about Texas Road, to make something engaging out of all these stories she'd heard her whole life. It wasn't just academic, it was personal.
Makes sense. And Texas Road itself sounds pretty intense. Parts of it are blocked off.
Yeah, officially for public safety. That's the line, anyway.
But the book suggests maybe there's more to it.
Oh, yeah. Locals talk about constant car problems just in that area, sightings of things, even ghost vehicles. That's why they think it's blocked off.
Wow. So what makes a place like that become such a hotspot? Is it the history?
It often seems to be. The book touches on this. Back in the 1870s, the area was known as Hell's Corners.
Hell's Corners. Why?
Apparently, lots of shootings at a place called the Cottage Tavern. Violence. And even before that, during the War of 1812, it was Wyandotte territory.
So layers of history, conflict, trauma.
Exactly. And that seems to, I don't know, soak into the land. Maybe the book really captures that feeling. It sets this tone like you're not welcome here.
Chilling. Secrets the land holds. Even the trees won't whisper at night. That's evocative.
It really is. It feels like the place itself is watching you. And maybe doesn't like you.
So how does the author present these true stories? Does she try and convince you?
No, and that's what works so well, I think. She presents the accounts, including her own, very directly, but she leaves the big question open.
Which
Is it folklore? Mass hysteria? Or is something genuinely paranormal happening there? She literally says, it's for you to decide.
so she draws the reader into the investigation.
Completely. You're weighing the evidence with each story, and the stories themselves. They're varied, but themes emerge,
Like what kind of things?
Well, there's the headless man on a horse, a headless woman in a long dress, dark shadows flitting around, fog that just appears and moves in ways it shouldn't, whispers out of nowhere, objects vanishing and reappearing.
Classic spooky stuff, but sounding very localized and intense.
Totally. And her voice, the author's voice, it's driven by this real curiosity. She wants to leave you wondering, leave you, on edge.
It sounds like the rawness of the first-hand accounts is key.
Absolutely. It creates this atmosphere where reality feels thin, where the unexplained is just sort of there. It really makes you confront what happens when logic just breaks down.
Okay, so among these 38 stories, there's one that really stands out, even for the author herself, her own experience.
Yes, the story titled Unwanted. And this one hits differently because it's her memory, her encounter.
What happened? Did she go looking for ghosts?
Not initially, no. She actually started out pretty skeptical. Her first visit was with friends. It started subtly, hearing rocks thrown nearby.
Okay, unnerving.
Then footsteps, like someone following them, but nobody there.
Right, classic. But then it got weirder.
Much weirder.
Yeah.
This intense feeling of being unwanted. And then her keys, they were on a lanyard. They just disappeared, vanished.
Gone, just like that.
Poof. And then a bit later, they found them, hanging from a thin tree branch down the path.
Wait, what? Hanging? How does that even...
Exactly. How does that happen? It makes no sense physically.
Meh.
And then the car wouldn't start when they tried to leave.
Oh, come on. Seriously.
Multiple times. It just sputtered and died, like the place was holding them there. It finally started. But talk about unsettling. That alone would shake you up.
No kidding. The keys thing. Wow. But you said there was a second visit in that story. Even more intense.
Oh, yeah. This is where it really escalates. And it kind of captures the whole book's vibe. She describes this heavy, oppressive feeling coming over them.
Like a physical weight.
Yeah, like pressure attempting to force your eyes closed. Or like something as visible was blocking her vision.
It's creepy. And sounds too.
Big time. It started as a faint whisper. Help me.
Okay.
Then it got clearer, more urgent. H-E-L-P.
Right.
And then it changed. The voice became non-human, raspy, choking, and it yelled, "Get out!"
Whoa. Okay, that's terrifying. From help me to get out in a non-human voice.
Tells you something shifted, right? And right after that command, this giant cloud of fog just appeared.
Appeared. Not rolled in.
Appeared instantly, right in front of them. Moved towards them fast, then vanished just as quickly.
And the area around was clear.
Perfectly clear. No fog anywhere else. Definitely not weather.
So what did they do? Did they get pictures?
They did. They took photos of the fog. But here's the kicker. The photos came out clear. No fog visible at all.
But then what was the point?
Get this. The photos did have this weird blurry swirl around the outer edge. Like the picture itself was moving or distorted.
That is bizarre. Capturing the effect, but not the thing itself.
That's no logical sense, right? Defies optics, photography, everything.
So why do you think this specific story, Unwanted, is so impactful?
Well, partly because it's the author's own story. And she started as a skeptic. It lends it this undeniable authenticity. You can't just wave it away as someone else's tall tale.
Right. It's her direct experience challenging her own beliefs.
Exactly. It forces you, the reader, to confront these inexplicable events that just shatter rational thought. It poses that universal question. What do you do when reality breaks?
Yeah.
When place itself seems to actively, audibly, physically push you out. It's about that terror, that disbelief, when you face something that physics can't explain. It makes you question everything, your sanity included.
But like lifting the veil and you can't unsee it.
Precisely. It's that moment of undeniable proof of the impossible and wondering what dark secrets a place like that holds.
So after reading all this, immersing yourself in these stories, what's the feeling that stays with you? The takeaway vibe?
It's definitely immersive. You don't just read the stories. You feel like you're in Texas Road. The atmosphere she creates is so thick.
How so?
Through the descriptions, the stillness she talks about, where nothing moves, even if there should be wind. The landscape feeling dull and gray. This just heavy sense of dread.
Like you're being watched.
Exactly. That line about feeling inhuman eyes peering into our skin. It gets under your skin, literally. It's more than just jump scares. It's deep atmospheric dread.
And it leaves you questioning, well, everything.
Oh, absolutely. Your sanity, the sanity of the people telling the stories, your whole perception of what's real, it kind of pulls you in with goosebumps and shivers.
Yeah.
But then it spits you out with your heart racing, wanting to run, but also changed. You can't quite shake it.
So the book ultimately frames Texas Road itself as the central mystery.
Pretty much. As an anomaly. A place where the normal rules just don't seem to apply. Where the unexplained isn't hiding, it's staring you right in the face. It really challenges the limits of your rational mind.
So it brings us back to that core question the author poses. After hearing about these accounts, especially K.G. Miceli's own chilling experience, what do you think? Is Texas Road a place humming with shared mass hysteria, maybe fueled by its dark history? Or is there truly something else out there waiting for you to stumble upon its secrets?
It's a question that definitely lingers.
It really does. And look, if you listening are an independent or debut author, someone crafting these kinds of bold, thoughtful stories, we genuinely would love to hear from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our Indie Ink Spotlight series, this whole Saturday segment, it was built specifically to amplify voices like yours.
It's easy to submit, too.
Super easy. Just shoot us an email. The subject line should be Community Exchange. And send it to our inbox, WTTRpodcast@gmail.com.
Simple as that.
Yep. We honestly can't wait to read what